You bared your teeth like an animal. I bit my cheek again.
Singer-songwriter Anthony Bennett.
Sometimes the song will stick around for years until I kind of crack the code.
It's like a spaceship that doesn't require technology.
Installation artist Sean Connaughty explores what we value most.
I think it's an idea whose time has come.
The thing I enjoy the most is the connection of all the artists that come together.
The Sievertson family and their art legacy on the North Shore. These artists and more on this edition of The Playlist.
You're a natural disaster too.
Funding for The Playlist is provided by the citizens of Minnesota through the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Anthony Bennett is our guest tonight. He is the frontman for legendary bands like the Dames and Cars and Trucks, and tonight he makes his solo debut on The Playlist.
Yesterday you said that you had nothing. Today I am your everything. Still it seems to me that you are foolish. You won't even notice when I leave. I said you won't even notice when I leave. I am here for you. Oh, why are you not here for me? I am here for you. What'll it take to make you believe in me? Yesterday you said that you were leaving. Today you promise all your love. Seems everything I say is the wrong thing, and all I want is to get right with you. I said all I want is to get right with you. I am here for you. Oh, why are you not here for me? I am here for you. Oh, what'll it take to make you see? Oh, what'll it take to make you believe in me? I am here for you. Oh, why are you not here for me? I am here for you. Oh, what'll it take to make you see? Oh, what'll it take to make you believe in me? Oh,
It's like a spaceship that doesn't require technology.
I love that it's connected to Lake Superior, and so having artwork that's actually in the lake, I think is really fantastic and special.
Climate change is real, and the water level is going to rise, so less land, more water. So it could be a space for habitation, agriculture, and preservation of ecosystem. So it's a future thinking thing.
It's filled with over 50 varieties of plants from our current epoch. The name of the piece is called Arc of the Anthropocene.
And the Anthropocene is our current geological epoch, or that's what folks are calling it nowadays.
It combines science, it combines ways that people intersect with art in really interesting ways. You know, I love that the science mind is really similar to the artist's mind, that spark of curiosity. How does the world work? Why does it work that way?
Oh, I feel good. Floating. It's much, well, I knew it was going to be really buoyant, but it's floating above its equator. I'm Sean Connaughty, and I'm a multimedia artist, and we're at the Duluth Art Institute right now at my exhibit, The Arc of the Anthropocene. These were the experiments that led me to believe that the arc was a possibility. Oh yeah. We made a selection of things that we felt were important, and so many of them are heirloom sort of progenitor seeds to our modern day agricultural crops. Also a collection of wild seeds, artifacts, biofacts. All together they are sealed within a time capsule, or a data capsule as we call it, that is inside of the ark. This is geared towards, being discovered in the deep, distant future. This is my thinking about it, that this would remain sealed until there's a real need for it. It worked, and then it had a problem. I contacted Annie, and I had called her and said, oh, I think, we're gonna have a problem here. I think it's gonna go down. I witnessed the whole thing. I saw what was coming. It made me very sad, but it will be launched again, and I'm confident that it will work, and I'm committed to moving forward with it. I think it struck a chord with folks. I think it captured people's imaginations, and I think it's an idea whose time has come.
For 30 years, the Severson family has set the table for artists and art lovers in Grand Marais. Thank you, Jan, for letting us be in your home away from home in your beautiful gallery.
Well, thank you, Karen, for being here.
It's a pleasure. So tell me about what jazzes you about running an art gallery.
There are a lot of things, but I think the major thing, or the thing I enjoy the most, is the connection of all the artists that come together, that show here. Kind of brings the whole North Shore of art together under one roof.
So your family has this wonderful fishing history, and then there's Howard Severson, who has this lovely art legacy. Tell me how that informs what you choose for the gallery and how it informs your own aesthetic.
I think Howard's work has greatly informed the gallery, just in telling the story of many of the historical events that happened here, and how important the lake is, and that the fish has fed people, and just the connection of the people to the land, to the sea, and then just the aesthetic of the work. His work is not only about recording the history, it's beautiful beyond that.
You brought with you today a canvas.
Yes, yeah. So this painting was Howard's first oil painting that he did. He was still in high school when he did this painting. And I brought it just because it's my favorite, my personal favorite painting. It's on my list, if you have a fire, you grab that. And of course, my sister is also one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites in here, but my family is my biggest favorite.
What was the conversation like that started Severson Gallery?
Okay, we were driving in a car coming from Lutzen to here, and I told her, I says, Jan, I think I'm going to start a gallery. And she says, can I be with you, partner? I said, sure, because all I want to do is fish and hunt and go in the woods and stuff like that. So We tried it for a year, and I felt claustrophobic because I was still sitting in my basement. And so the big conversation, the in-depth, the philosophic conversation we had, I said, Jan, I don't want to do this anymore. She says, that's okay, Dad, I'll do it. End of story.
Did you feel fired or relieved?
Oh, I felt relieved, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And she took us from the basement and brought it downtown and had to several locations after that.
What does Jan bring? What is her gift to the gallery?
Oh, everything. This is her, everything you see is her creation. I mean, she's been the one with the great perspective, like for knowing how to bring artists in and get them doing their thing without imposing what they should do. She's set this whole North Shore on fire. I think she's changed community with this gallery by giving artists the ability to make a living, and then also all the community members and people from far away to come here and get such great gemmy gifts to bring home and live with art.
How do you choose your artists? I mean, there's quite a community of artists that you've worked with over the years.
Yeah.
You have over 60 here right now.
Well, we look for artists who have a connection to the land and the sea. That's, the first screening is, are they related to us in some way? And then the next screen is, do they bring that enthusiasm and importance to their work?
Can I play a little game with you?
Yeah.
I'm going to name an artist.
Okay.
Tell me the first word or two that comes to mind.
Okay.
Lenny Lampe.
Birch. Love her birch stuff.
Aaron Kloss.
Aaron Kloss, bright pattern. Well, those are two words. Do I get more than one?
You got two, that's good.
Okay, that's enough.
Ron Benson.
Transparency, tenderness. I think Ron's work is, he's a delightful, kind of a quiet, tender guy.
Neil Sherman.
Reality, sharp focus, clear light.
Adam Swanson.
Fun, imaginative, adventurous. Well, that's way too many words. I know I'm used to them, but anyway, you said the first few words.
Liz Sievertson.
The knowing of animals from the inside out.
Howard Sievertson.
Telling the story in immense detail, the story that we would have no other way of knowing about because it hasn't been recorded, the story of this region.
Look to the future for the gallery, and what do you see in the next decade, the next 20 years?
I hope that we will continue to gather artists by having, parties and celebrations, and, creating an economic venue for them. I mean, I would hope that we would also affect other businesses that want to come into Cook County and be arts-oriented, affect better shows at the Johnson Heritage Post and maybe bring some life to it, affect the art colony. I mean, I personally work with all of those organizations and want to see this art synergy build and become enhanced by our being here and by what we can grow throughout the community and beyond.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Karen. This has been fun.
You bared your teeth like an animal. I bit my cheek again. It's a given that it's going to occur. But what you might forget is I'm the one who kept my word. When promises to you are currency, and I have formed an opinion long ago. You fell in love like a little girl. I broke your heart again. You bury your head in your pillow, but will you ever sleep away? I'm the one who kept my word when promises to you are currency. And I have formed an opinion long ago. You bared your teeth like an animal, and I bit my cheek again. It's a given that it's going to occur, but what you might forget is I'm the one who kept my word when promises to you are currency. And I have formed an opinion long ago. Long ago.
Mr. Anthony Bennett, thank you for sharing your music tonight. So, is it a different thing playing solo, or how does
It's
what
the
do you
worst.
get out of it?
It's the worst thing I've ever decided to do. It's just a mistake all the time. It's a mistake. No, it's. I'm so used to playing in a band, where you know, the focus isn't just on you. So it's like I've been trying to kind of conquer my fear by playing more solo shows and just kind of get used to the idea that there's no net.
So, in the songwriting process, which comes easier for you, lyrics or the accompaniment?
Music, all the way. Lyrics are like music to me. You know, I'll write a song in 5 or 10 minutes a lot of times, but it just has me going la-di-da-di-da. You know, that's the melody. So the homework part of it is the writing the lyrics part. If I can marry them together and write the music and the lyrics all in one go, just sit down and let it happen like that, that's when I feel really good about myself. But usually it's, you get a verse and a chorus and you're just la-di-daing, and sometimes the song will stick around for years until I kind of crack the code and figure out what the lyric needs to be in the chorus melody, you know, the hook or whatever. So it happens in all kinds of different ways, but yeah, sometimes lyrics is really a homework proposition.
I'm trying to get away from the tidal wave. Screaming won't do anything but attract sharks. Well, only you can save yourself, you know. I'm fine with the lack of rain in the eye of a hurricane. Fires, floods, and earthquakes don't measure up to you. You're a natural disaster too. Floods and earthquakes don't measure up to you. You're a natural natural disaster too.
Are there musical influences? Are there people you look to?
I'm just a ravenous music fan, so there's just so many. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. I don't know if there's any one in particular or anything like that. And it depends. I mean, there are people I respect because they're great drummers or because they're a great bass player, or because they're a great lyricist, and you know, maybe I don't care for their singing as much as I like their lyrics, or vice versa, or whatever. So it's just, I like to think I'm kind of a scavenger and take little bits of inspiration from all kinds of different things, and you know, just end up with whatever it is I do out of all that.
You do amazing work and have
Thanks.
an amazing range with your vocals.
Thanks.
Does that come right when you're writing a song? Where does that come from?
Sometimes I write songs really quietly and just assume I'll be able to sing it full voice later, and sometimes that, you know, I shoot myself in the foot that way. So then I have to figure out, am I going to do a falsetto thing, or am I going to do a thing? I don't know. So, but basically, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing at any given moment. But when it comes out all right, those are the ones that maybe I'll play out of the house.
Is there a difference between the kinds of songs that you can play solo and what you can play with a band?
Oh yeah, I mean, like all this sort of stuff it's generally stuff that maybe we try in the band and it doesn't quite work, or it's just songs that I know don't need drums or don't need bass or something like that. So it's, and I don't want to ask those guys to just sit around and, you know, look at their watches while while I play my ballad. But yeah, generally I think I kind of compartmentalize, and so the stuff that I do solo is things that may not be best suited for a rock band, you know.
So tell us the name of the release that's out there and where we can find it.
It's Hello Cruel World is on Bandcamp, and I think it's free. I don't know. You know, if you want to give me money for it, I'm not going to cry about it. But I'm working on maybe a double solo album. I just got a drum kit off Craigslist for $50, and so I'm really excited about that.
Well, we're excited to hear it. Thank you very much for taking time with us.
Thanks, Karen.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, so this one's called Voices in the Dark.
Wait for me, I'll show up when the sirens cease. We will drive, you and I, to a place where there ain't no roads, and when the tank runs dry, we'll walk, and when our souls wear through, we'll crawl, and when our bodies fail completely, we'll just drive. Started by muckrakers and hucksters that just want blood. Love is overrated, says the man who never had no one. And when the tank runs dry, we'll walk, and when our souls wear through, we'll crawl, and when our bodies fail completely, It's not like we have a choice in the matter. No amount of crying now will prevent any future tears. No amount of praying now will allay any future fears. 'Cause when the light bulbs all burn out, we'll light a candle and we'll watch it melt. In the end, we'll all just be voices in the dark.
Thanks.